Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Bommer 407-652. This is a Bommer wide throw hinge. That's what the 5010 stands for. The 407 stands for the dimensions of the hinge, which are 4 inches tall and 7-inch wide. And the 652 stands for the satin chrome finish, as you can see. Satin chrome. We've got some handling marks on the hinge. They're just fingerprints they wipe off. So the 5010 is a full mortise hinge. You can see that this is something that would have to be mortised into the door and frame. Showing you this is the bottom of the hinge. The swag on the hinge is such that you can see that the hinge is swagged and you would mortise it. The 407 means that it's 4 inch tall. The height is the first dimension on the hinge. 7 inches wide. Hinges are measured when they're laid open flat. And again, 652 is the satin chrome. A 7 inches is about as wide as a hinge will get in a 4 inch height. You can special order them 8 inch, but this 7 inches is about as wide as they get. The point is this: a 7 inch wide hinge versus a 4 inch wide hinge is 3 inches wider. That means that it's an 1.5 inches greater offset of the vertical axis of pivoting. So a 7 inch versus a 4 inch will give you an additional 1.5 inches of clearance. Wide throw hinges are typically used for applications where the door is in either a new installation or a remodel installation. There is a significantly thicker amount of casing or treatment to the exterior of the door, the pull side of the door, that the door needs to be able to get around in order to clear it. Very thick brick mold, shutters, some application like that is where you would see a wide throw hinge. Or a frame, a door installation where the door is set significantly deeper into the frame than standard. You know, there's typically an 1/8 of an inch reveal between the face of the door and face of the frame. So a dimension like that's very common. Or maybe, 3/32 of an inch, some very small dimension. Sometimes you've got doors, and I've seen these in homes off the Gulf Coast in Florida, 100-year-old homes, where doors to the dining room are set very deep into the frame because the walls are very thick. Construction a century ago was such that the walls had to be much thicker because of building materials. So you'll see doors set into the frame, and you need very wide hinges like this in order to accomplish that. And just a tip, if you're thinking wide throw hinges, also think about extended lip strike plates. You might have a need for a longer lip on the latch of the strike. These hinges are available in several different colors on the website. They're also available in either removable pin or non-removable pin. This hinge is a non-removable pin, meaning that you can see the black screw that's here. That's a set screw. It's tapped into the knuckle of the hinge, and then in the pin itself there's a groove cut, and when you tighten the set screw down, it seats into the pin, into the groove in the pin, making it all but impossible to drive that pin out. That would be the model you would want to select for an exterior door that swings out. Wide throw hinges generally swing out, and if it's an exterior wall, you'll definitely want that. There's no reason not to have it. The 5010 is a plain bearing hinge versus the BB 5010, which would be ball bearing, and you would want ball bearing certainly for very heavy doors and certainly for doors that are used with any amount of regular use. If these doors are never going to be used and they're not excessively heavy, a plain bearing would be my suggestion. Template pattern on the holes. Okay, there's a link below this video to the cut sheet, and it's basically a dimensional drawing of the hinge and variants of this hinge. Available in other options as well, such as radiused corners, 1/4 inch or 5/8 radius. This is a button tip. You can also get it with decorative tips like a ball tip, an urn tip, a steeple tip, and an acorn tip. Those are all possible with these as well. You can get these in solid brass material, solid stainless material. This is a steel base hinge, okay, and a very common wide throw hinge. We sell wide throw hinges all the time. If you have any questions, not in a 7-inch all the time. That's uncommon. Most common is either 5 or 6, probably more 6-inch, I would think. But there are times when you've got a situation where you need to have that 7-inch. If you have any questions on the Bommer 5010-407-652 wide throw hinge or any other Bommer product, please feel free to reach out to us. One thing I'd like to show you in closing, you can see the Bommer logo there. You can see right above the Bommer logo says Made in USA, a fact that Bommer is very proud of, as am I to represent them as a distributor. Very good quality product made by very good quality people. Any questions, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.